Namaste everyone, I am Ranjan Takal. Welcome all of you to the portal of West Montessori Elementary School. In the previous section, we started a topic called facts for science in year 5. Now, today I am continuing the chapter with the different types of facts on the basis how the atoms in fat molecules interact with each other. Actually, fat that consists of a carbon atom, hydrogen atom and oxygen atom. Since the carbon, it forms a bond by sharing. It shares the bonds with hydrogen and oxygen, mainly with the hydrogen. Now, there is a bonding between the carbon and hydrogen. On that basis, fats can be classified into two types. The first, saturated, and the second one is unsaturated. Now, first saturated means, let's look here. Carbon atom inside fat molecules create maximum number of possible bonds. That means carbon, it creates 4 bonds around it. Okay, that means all the bonds, they are fulfilled by the hydrogen. There is no more possibility of additions of hydrogen atom. Then that kind of fat is a saturated fat. Here, in case of unsaturated, these 4 bonds formed by the carbon with hydrogen, it is not formed. All the 4 bonds are not occupied by the hydrogen. That means it has the capability to hold more hydrogen. It doesn't have capability to hold more hydrogen atoms. It has the capability to hold more hydrogen atoms. The point number 2 is illustrative view of point number 1. Not healthy means comparatively not healthy. That means its consuming of unsaturated fats are not considered as healthy. Consuming of unsaturated fats are supposed to be healthier than saturated. Okay. Actually, we must know the fact that consumption of fat in high amount itself is not healthy, even if it's unsaturated also. Normally solid in room temperature, that means normal temperature and pressure around us. Normally unsaturated fats, they are liquid in room temperature. We can be clarified more with the help of the examples: butter, cheese, coconut oil, meat, that means the fat found in the meat. Okay, and here in unsaturated, olive oil, tuna, fish, flax seeds, a kind of seeds that is common in India. Okay, now the saturated and unsaturated we discussed there by comparing in 4 different points and their examples. Now let's move to another topic, cholesterol, because while studying fat we must know about the term of cholesterol. What is cholesterol? It is a waxy substance and that is produced by liver. Look, that is produced by a liver. Okay, and it helps us to build our cells and protects our nerve cells. That means it is a very important substance that is present inside our body. But we must know a fact that a healthy person's body produces cholesterol all it needs. That means we do not have to consume the extra cholesterol. The cholesterol our body needs is produced by our body, by liver present inside our body itself. Now what happens when we consume extra amount of cholesterol? If our diet consists of more amount of cholesterol, it narrows our artery. That these artery, they are one of the blood vessels. Okay, one of the blood vessels, and it narrows the arteries. That means blood vessels, look, they are tube-like structure and blood flows. Actually, oxygenated, pure blood flows in the arteries. Now they narrows it. Look, this cholesterol, if there is a high amount of cholesterol in our body, it narrows a blood vessels with high amount of cholesterol or blood vessels with appropriate amount of cholesterol. That means the appropriate amount of blood does not flow. That means there is the constriction of flow of blood. constrictions of flow of blood due to narrowing of the arteries, one of the type of blood vessels. Okay, that means if there is not sufficient of flow of the blood, a person suffers from a heart disease. That means a high amount of cholesterol in our body, inside our body, mainly in our blood, means a person has a high risk to suffer from the heart disease. Now, how do we get high amount of cholesterol in our body? By consuming saturated fat. That's why these saturated fats are not considered to be healthy. That's why we must avoid these kinds of fat as much as possible. I hope the session with the different kinds of fats, cholesterol, was really helpful for you. In the next session, I will be there with more interesting videos from science. I hope all of you stay safe. Have a good time ahead. Bye-bye.